got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the type that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Sorta hoping that you'd stay. Maybe we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you, never thought of calling when you're out of you, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried and to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do. We could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Was sorta hoping that you'd stay. Didn't we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day? Crawling back to you, never thought of calling when don't you let her, well, don't you let her touch the tracks. I said my baby wants to drive the train. Well, all aboard, yeah, and don't forget to mind the gap. Well, don't you let her, well, don't you know, she's sick and tired of being in the background, a passenger. Let her drive the train, oh, choo-choo. Why don't you let her drive the train, no? Choo-choo. Why don't you let her drive the train, yeah? She's setting out from platform 4. We'll make your way down. They'll shut the doors by 4:45. I said she's setting out from platform 4. And they've decided that they're gonna let her drive. Well, don't you let her? No, don't you know? She's sick and tired of being in the background, a passenger. Let her drive the train, oh, choo-choo. Why don't you let her drive the train, no? Choo-choo. Why don't you let her drive my train, yeah? Whoa, that's quite a number to sing. Spotlit, getting lowered in. Can you co-direct and play the twins? And adapt the main theme for mandolins? I've conjured up wonderful things. The ballad of what could have been, over and out. It's been a thrill. I had big ideas, the band was so excited, the kind you'd rather not share over the phone. But now the orchestra's got us all surrounded, and I cannot for the life of me remember how they go. Coordinated release, nationwide festivities. We had 'em out of their seats, waving their arms and stomping their feet. Some just hysterical scenes. The ballad of what could have been, over and out. Really, it's been a thrill. I had big ideas, the band was so excited, the kind you'd rather not Said you're mistaken if you're thinking that I haven't been called cold before. As you bit into your strawberry lace, then offered me your attention in the form of a gobstopper. It's all you had left and it was going to waste. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I loved that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the ice cream man on rainy afternoons. The next time that I caught my own reflection, it was on its way to meet you, thinking of excuses to postpone. You never looked like yourself from the side, but your profile could not hide the fact you knew I was approaching your throne. With folded arms you occupied the bench like toothache, stood and puffed your chest out like you'd never lost a war. I know I tried so not to suffer the indignity of reaction. There was no cracks to grasp or gaps to claw, and your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I hate that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the icky man on rainy afternoons. Uninvited, but not half as impossible as everyone assumes you are. Crying lightning. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I ate that little game you had called Crying Lightning. Crying lightning. Crying lightning. Crying lightning. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I ate that little game you had called Crying. Old yellow bricks loves a risk, quite a little escapologist. Looks so miffed when you wish for 1,000 places better than this. You are the fugitive, but you don't know what you're running from. You can't kid us and you couldn't trick anyone. Houdini, love, you don't know what you're running away from. Who wants to sleep in a city that